Hey guys, my name is Kenya Harvey, and I will be doing my speech on why you should avoid getting root canals done. In case you're wondering what a root canal is when you have a bad tooth in your mouth, say your tooth is sick, and you go to the dentist because it might be causing severe pain or irritation. So what they'll do, if the tooth is like not in too bad of a shape and it's not dead and it's savable, the dentist will suggest that you do have a root canal. So what a root canal is, they drill a hole through your tooth, they open up the tooth, and they try to remove all the infection and the decay from the root of the mouth, which is causing the pain because it's touching your nerves, and they remove the nerves that are still alive down in their tooth. And what they do is they fill it with solution, like to kill the germs, cleanse it and stuff, and then some dentists do a temporary filling for it that should last you about anywhere to 3 to 6 months, depends on how you chew, how severe you chew, how you do when you eat, and that should last you about up to 6 months. But most dentist offices will go ahead and do a crown on that tooth. But I would say the reason why you should avoid doing a root canal, because at the end of the day, it's a sick tooth, it's infected, and it's not a guarantee that that infection is going to go away. It just lasts, it's good for a couple years, but then 9 times out of 10 the tooth is going to eventually start to bother you again, because it's either going to crack and some kind of complication down the line is going to happen, and it's very risky for infection. For instance, one example is a young woman who I came across when I used to work at the dental office. She had just had a root canal done, and immediately after you have the root canal, it does hurt after the procedure is done. But for some reason, she had a bad reaction to the root canal, which caused her face to swell, and it was infected, and the infection had eventually reached her eye. And it's a lot of people who experience a lot of bad things that happen with root canals. Also, you don't want a dead tooth in your mouth, because eventually it's going to start to affect other teeth that are in your mouth, because it's like a chain reaction. You have one bad tooth in your mouth, and then eventually over time it gets worse and worse, and it touches the tooth that's next to it or on top of it, and then it just spreads throughout the whole thing. And then now you're stuck there with a mouth with more than one bad tooth, where I would probably suggest that you either get an extraction done immediately if it's that bad off, because I feel like root canals, they're not a good way to go. And not to mention that, who wants that pain to come back? They're very expensive. I'll say that root canal can be from anywhere from $800 to $1,000, and that's too much money. And the way dental care is one of the most expensive things that we have out here today. So I really wouldn't suggest a root canal for anyone. Also, I would tell you to get a tooth extraction, because you want to get rid of the problem instead of keeping the problem in there or trying to maintain the problem, when you can just go ahead and get it fixed right off the top. No one should ever have to go through that much pain, because let me tell you, I had a bad experience with a root canal, and I should have just got the tooth extracted. It was one of my molars in the back, and it was on the side that I often eat with a lot, and they gave me a temporary filling, and the filling had cracked once, and it was the worst pain I've ever experienced. And when I went to the doctor, I had an infection still after the root canal, so she had to go back and then perform a procedure to do a tooth extraction, when she should have just did that from the first place and saved me a lot of money that I had to end up spending, because tooth extraction, I could say, could be from anywhere between $200 to $500 if it's getting pulled. And if you have insurance, like most insurance covers about 80%, you just pay the 20% that's left, not including the deductible if you do have one. So I would definitely want to avoid root canals. They're not a good choice about it, and it's not healthy to keep a bad tooth in your mouth, because if you keep that bad tooth in your mouth, you can also get infection from swallowing from that tooth, and it goes into your body, and it can cause heart problems, indigestion problems, all kind of problems. You'll be surprised they can start from just having a bad tooth. So that's my video for today. Thank you guys for listening. Have a nice day.